Happy Wednesday. My name is Tracy Wanju and welcome to The Glam. This is where your beauty is cherished, your wellness is prioritized, and your heart is treasured. Are we doing this or what are we doing? Gen Z is Gen Z? Anyways, welcome to the show. We're so excited that we get to hang out together as usual. And today we are diving into the rich and nourishing world of Shea Goodies. And this is a brand that is all about embracing natural hair and body care, traditions, and modern beauty. And today we'll see how Shea Goodies is really just changing the game when it comes to beauty and skincare. And today we're particularly focusing on how to take care of your hair because the founder, Maureen Muthoni, is going to tell us how to properly nourish that hair. And she'll also share tips and tricks on how to make sure that your hair is always looking its best despite the seasons, despite whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is. She is going to be sharing with us everything that you need to know in regards to shea butter and Shea Goodies. Did you know that shea butter has been used in Africa for so many centuries because of its moisturizing and nourishing properties? So I'm excited. I cannot wait. As you can already see, the brand is here, but let's get to meet Maureen. Hi Muthoni.
Hi Tracy, how are you?
Great. I'm excited to be here to learn more about Shea Goodies and of course the tips and tricks that you'll share with us on how to take care of our hair. Now, did you always want to do this or what happened? How did you get into the beauty, skincare, hair care?
Yeah. So funny enough, it started as a need. Okay. Because I have not, this is not what I've studied. So for me, it was just a need to get something that can help me in terms of my hair and my skin. So I started the journey like about 10 years ago when I was studying abroad. So during the winters especially, it was really dry. My skin would be so dry, so chapped. My hair was, breaking and all that. Around that time is when I was also starting my natural hair journey. So I was like, oh, I really need to find something that can work for me.
Yes.
Yeah, and then also at that time, my mom was in Nigeria. So, visiting her, I got influenced into the whole shea butter culture. It's big there. So technically there it's grown for like centuries. It's what they've used for their hair, for their body. So that really, I got intrigued into that. So I was like, okay, let me do some research on what this shea butter is all about. Yeah, and I realized it's really beneficial, especially for us, for our skin, it's extremely, for our African skin that gets very dry, even for our hairs that get very dry. So it was good to see that, these products that we can actually use that grow in our motherland and that they are actually made for us, Yeah, so with my research, I started experimenting, in the kitchen. Yeah, so trying to figure out, okay, what can I add into the shea butter? Because, by itself, it's quite hard.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's how can you be able to mix it up with other beneficial oils so that it can actually have added value as well to your hair and to your skin. Yeah, so shea butter is very moisturizing. It's deeply moisturizing. It's very good, especially if you have skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis. It's very healing as well. So it's anti-inflammatory, when you apply it, it's really good. And it's deeply nourishing, you get to have your glow for the whole day. 24-hour glow, yeah.
Wow, and that's what we're all trying to chase. Exactly. Just that glow every single day. Exactly. Yeah. So you make this yourself here at home.
Yes.
Yeah. This is not store-bought, guys. This she's doing right here, and the beauty about the show today is that she's going to show us the process of how she ends up now making her products. So we're going to now move over to the kitchen where now she will show us how to make this. And I believe it's also good that we learn a thing or two about just how to, sometimes, it's good to satisfy the need with whatever you have, So even you at home, you can learn a thing or two from Muthoni. Yeah. So let's go.
So Tracy, welcome to the kitchen. So this is my kitchen, but it also acts as my factory.
Fantastic.
At the moment, yes. So this is actually where it goes down. Yeah, so this is where I make my products. So as I mentioned, it's handmade, so we'll actually see that it is really handmade. Yeah, so the first process that I start with, I call it like the prep. So this is where I prepare the containers. So for today, what I want to make is the hair butters. So the hair butters, this is the containers that I use. So I use this amber jar, and I use this lid. So actually, when I was talking to you about preservation and talking to you about like the natural aspects of the ingredients that I use, actually the container also has, you know, a part to play in all that, because natural and organic products, they're very sensitive to bacteria, you know, because they don't have the harsh preservatives. Exactly. So you really have to be careful, and you really have to think through what you're going to do in terms of improving that. So one thing I tend to do is I use this, they're called amber jars. So mine's a plastic one. You can also use glass, they're also there in the market. I find the plastic better because it's less, you know, it can't break, and it's easy to use.
You can recycle.
Yeah, you can recycle, and you can easily carry it without any interference. Yeah. So the darkness in the amber jar actually helps because it blocks UV light and sunrise. So it actually helps in extending, because what you get is it reduces oxidation. Light causes oxidation of your product, so it actually helps in reducing that. Yeah, and then the lid, well, it's more on branding. So this represents, for me, I find that this represents our hair. So, you know, the blackness of the lid, and the gold, of course, is to highlight the glow, you know, so the glowing hair, the bright hair, yeah.
And I think we can see the difference because we also have, you also make this butters, and these are the body butters.
Yes.
But this ones have a different lid.
Yeah, so the base is black.
Okay.
Again, that helps with the preservation. Yes, but then the lid is gold, so that helps in the glowiness, you know, because we're all about glowing and not greasy. So not a greasy glow, but a nice and beautiful.
So not like an Elsa Majimbo glow.
Yeah,
pana. Okay.
Tunataka kuglow but tutaki kushine. Yeah, just a nice glow.
Oh, nice. That's a good way to like differentiate the different products that you have. Wow, fantastic.
Let's get into it. So first things first, we wear gloves. So this I use. Let's do this.
Ooh, fun.
So this helps also in just ensuring that, you know, things are clean. So first things first is I take a cloth. Yeah, so it's a clean cloth. This is what I use for now. So this is actually it's an alcohol. So this is what I use to sanitize. So I spray a bit like that, a bit like that. I also spray the lid. And then I wipe it. So I also so one of the things is I also use, I use the lid. So this helps in, because it's the oils are prone to melting, yeah, especially during like when it's very hot. So this actually helps in protecting and keeping it, you know, inside the container so that it doesn't get messy on the lid. Yeah. And then another thing, so I use this, which we call a gasket, and then I also use a scooping spoon. So you'll find it in all of my products, in the hairs and also in the body. So this actually also helps in terms of, as I said, prone to bacteria. So our fingers, our hands tend to have bacteria. So if you're just straight from washing your hand, then you can feel free to dip into your product, it's okay. But if it's like during the day and you know you've been out and about touching and handling things, I always recommend to use your scooping spoon, yeah, because it helps to keep it clean. And then what we will do is we will just wipe. So just do that like that.
How many bottles can you make in a day?
Depends. It's a very long process, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. For the oil ones, for the hair ones, I can make, because it also depends on the batch. So yes. I'll make depending on the batch. So I try to put my batch together so that now when I'm in the kitchen, then I'm not, you know, when I'm making the oils, I'm maximizing how much is coming out. Yeah, so I can do between, I don't know, 20 to 50 for now. Yeah, that is the first step. So sanitizing. And then after that, I tend to go with, so this is actually the branding that I use. I actually partly designed the ingredients. Yeah, I wanted something that's colorful, something that almost looks like it's edible, because I wanted it to feel like it's that pure for your skin. You know, if you look at it and it looks like, it reminds me of like those homemade jars. Yeah, the jams. Yes. So that's what I like. Or the sweets, you know, those candy sweets that we used to. Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, so that's what I like. So I like to use it. And then if you can see, the illustrations actually represent the ingredients. So each product has different illustration depending on the actual ingredients. Okay. Yeah. So you can, I take a sticker. So I start with the base first. So I'll show you. It tends to be a bit, you have to be
precise, huh?
Precise, yeah. So if you just hold it, there's usually a line on the container. So it's what I use to guide me, so that, yeah, like that.
Oh, fantastic. Then it just goes around.
Just goes around. So just like that. So there's usually
the line.
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
line.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so put it there. Ooh.
Good. And then you take it round.
Ah. You guys.
That's good. That's good. Nice. Nice.
Like some of it went up, but I guess we try again next time.
Yeah.
There's a bubble.
I know. Those tend to stress me out. So you find I'm like.
Okay.
Nice. Well done. That's good. Yeah. Good. So you can see. Yay.
Okay.
Yes. So that ideally is the first phase. So afterwards, then what I do is then I'll move over to the second phase, which is now actually making the product itself. So now we are on to the second part of the process. So you can see I have now all my ingredients
so this is the shea butter.
That's the shea butter. You can see how raw it is.
It's so rocky.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
so you see, it's very hard in itself.
Yeah.
So that's why you find it's ideal to mix it with other oils, other carrier oils, so that at least you're able to, you know, use it. Yeah. And I actually get mine from Ghana. So I get mine from Ghana and Ghana in the village, Tamale. Wow. Yeah, so there's some very good shea butter from that area. Also cocoa butter that I use for the body care, I also get from Ghana. Yeah. Yes, so in this process I've assembled all my ingredients for this second phase. Again, I start with sanitizing the materials that I'll use. So within this process I'll use this, so let me just sanitize them. So I put on the scale, and then I measure the beaker itself, because that gives me the initial grams of this, so that I don't count that in my ingredients. So this one is 466. This is a 2 liter or 2000 ml beaker. Yeah, and then I start my process. So I start with the lighter ones. So we've got argan here. So I'll now measure. So this I'll do about 15 grams for the pack of what I'm doing. So I'll just put it in there. Yeah, like that. Once I use it, I put it on the side. Then I go to the next one, and then I keep writing my my measurements, so that I keep track, and I do my calculation as well.